After 60, most people start to notice small things. Legs that tire quicker, arms that feel weaker, stairs that suddenly seem taller than they used to. It's easy to shrug it off and say, "I'm just getting old." But what if those little signs weren't aging, but a warning? There's a silent condition that strips away your strength year after year, and most doctors never bring it up. It's called sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. By age 70, some have lost up to 15% of their total muscle. By 80, many have lost the strength to live independently. But here's what most people don't know: this isn't irreversible. You don't need expensive powders or high-end supplements. You don't need a personal trainer or a strict diet plan. What you do need are the right foods that cost less than a cup of coffee, but have the power to rebuild muscle, restore balance, and protect your independence. Take Richard, 79. He used to struggle getting out of his favorite armchair. Walking to the mailbox felt like a workout. But just 4 months after changing what he ate, adding a few key ingredients to his daily meals, he felt stronger than he had in years. No powders, no programs, just smart, simple food. In this video, you'll discover 8 affordable foods, all under $3 a pound, that fight muscle loss better than most supplements on the shelf. And we'll show you how to combine them, cook them, and use them to rebuild your strength one bite at a time. So if your legs have been feeling weaker, or if you're worried about losing your independence, don't miss this. What you eat next could change the way you age. Number 8 is eggs. Most people think of eggs as just breakfast food, something cheap, familiar, maybe even boring. But after 60, they become something far more powerful, a kind of daily medicine your muscles desperately need. Inside each egg is a rare amino acid called leucine, which acts like a switch inside your body. It tells your muscles, it's time to grow. But here's the catch: after age 60, your body becomes resistant to that signal. It's like trying to turn on a light with a dying battery. You may be eating enough protein, but if you're not getting enough leucine, your muscles simply don't respond. One large egg contains about 0.5 grams of leucine, but to fully activate muscle growth, you need around 3 grams per meal. The solution: combine 2 eggs with a cup of cottage cheese, and you've got more than enough leucine and over 30 grams of high-quality protein, all for under $3. And how you cook your eggs matters just as much as how many you eat. Most people fry them in butter or oil, but that slows digestion and weakens the muscle-building response. Instead, soft boil or poach your eggs to preserve protein quality and ensure faster absorption. And whatever you do, don't throw away the yolk. That's where you'll find vitamin D, crucial for muscle strength, and choline, a brain nutrient that helps your nervous system communicate with your muscles. Without it, even strong muscles can feel slow, shaky, or unstable. Harold, 74, used to start his mornings with just toast and coffee. He thought light breakfasts were healthier. But after learning about leucine, he made a change. Now every morning he eats 2 poached eggs with cottage cheese within an hour of waking. After just a few weeks, he noticed his legs felt steadier, his energy more stable. Even his doctor was surprised by how quickly his posture and balance improved without any new medications or exercise routines. Science confirms this change isn't just in Harold's head. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who consumed 25–30 grams of high-quality protein with adequate leucine in a single meal had significantly higher rates of muscle protein synthesis than those who ate the same amount spread throughout the day. So if your muscles have been feeling weaker or your balance less stable, don't ignore breakfast. Eggs might be the cheapest, most powerful way to rebuild your strength starting tomorrow morning. Number 7 is whole milk. For years, older adults have been told to avoid whole milk. Too much fat, they said. Bad for your heart. But new science is painting a very different picture, especially when it comes to protecting muscle after 60. In fact, whole milk may be one of the most powerful recovery drinks you can buy, and it costs less than $3 a gallon. Why? Because whole milk contains 2 types of protein your muscles love: whey and casein. Whey is fast digesting, it floods your bloodstream with amino acids and kickstarts muscle repair. Casein, on the other hand, digests slowly, providing a steady stream of building blocks for hours. Together they form a perfect 1-2 punch for older muscles that need more time and support to rebuild. But whole milk offers more than just protein. It contains calcium and vitamin D, 2 nutrients essential for muscle contraction. And unlike pills, the calcium in milk is highly absorbable because it's delivered with the proteins and fats that help your body actually use it. Even more impressive, whole milk still contains something most supplements don't: MFGM, milk fat globule membrane, a bioactive compound shown to support muscle function, reduce inflammation, and improve recovery in aging adults. Just ask Thomas, 69. After a mild fall, his doctor told him to be more careful and take it easy. But Thomas wanted to get stronger, not slower. So he started drinking a glass of whole milk 3 times a day with breakfast, lunch, and after his short walks. He also added 1 small glass of chocolate milk after his evening stretch routine. In just 6 weeks, he noticed a major difference: less soreness, better energy, and a sense of strength returning to his legs. No powders, no pills, just the kind of milk he grew up drinking. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that consuming milk after resistance exercise significantly increased muscle protein synthesis in older adults, and even outperformed some isolated protein supplements. Another study from McMaster University found that chocolate milk was more effective than commercial sports drinks for post-exercise muscle recovery. So how can you use it? Drink 1 glass of whole milk with your protein-rich meals like eggs at breakfast or beef at dinner. Add chocolate milk after exercise to speed up recovery. And don't fear the fat, it helps deliver fat-soluble vitamins like A and D, both crucial for aging muscle health. Whole milk isn't the enemy. For just a few cents a glass, it might be the simplest, most overlooked muscle-preserving food in your kitchen. Number 6 is ground beef. It might not look fancy. In fact, some people avoid it because they think it's too greasy or unhealthy. But for older adults, a simple serving of 80% lean ground beef may be one of the most effective and affordable ways to rebuild lost muscle, restore stamina, and fight fatigue. Why is that? Ground beef provides a unique combination of nutrients that plant-based proteins simply can't match. First, it contains natural creatine, a compound your muscles use for quick energy. After age 60, your body produces about 50% less creatine, which is one reason why muscles tire faster and feel weaker. Just 1 pound of ground beef contains about 2 grams of natural creatine, the same amount found in many $30 supplement bottles. It also delivers carnosine, a compound that helps buffer acid inside muscle cells. That means less burn during movement and better endurance. Then there's heme iron, the type of iron your body absorbs best. As we age, low iron becomes more common, especially in women, and it's one of the hidden causes of fatigue and muscle weakness that often goes untreated. Gary, 71, used to feel wiped out after just 15 minutes of gardening. His appetite was fine, but he had little strength and even less energy. His doctor mentioned age-related decline, but said his labs were borderline. Then a family friend and athletic trainer suggested ground beef a few times a week. Gary started making simple meals: beef with onions and sweet potatoes, beef and lentil stew, even homemade burgers with herbs and garlic. Within a month, he noticed a shift. His legs didn't feel like sandbags, and he could work outside for hours without crashing. He hadn't taken any pills, just eaten smarter. A study in the Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who included red meat in their diets gained more lean muscle mass and strength, compared to those who relied only on plant-based proteins. Ground beef in particular is easy to cook, versatile and affordable, often under $4 per pound. Want to boost its benefits even more? Don't drain all the fat. That's where you'll find CLA, conjugated linoleic acid, a healthy fat that protects muscle and supports metabolism. And try pairing beef with garlic and onions. They contain natural compounds that increase iron absorption, especially for those with low stomach acid. In short, ground beef isn't just comfort food, it's functional fuel. For under $5, it gives you creatine, iron, carnosine, protein, and healthy fats all in one meal. If your muscles have been feeling drained, it might be time to put beef back on the plate. Number 5 is canned salmon. It's tucked away in the back of most pantry shelves, often overlooked, sometimes forgotten. But that little can of salmon might just be one of the most complete muscle rebuilding foods you can buy, especially if it comes with bones included. Canned salmon is packed with 4 powerful nutrients that aging muscles crave. First, it's rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which help your muscles respond better to protein. That means every gram of protein you eat becomes more effective. Second, it's loaded with vitamin D, a nutrient that more than 80% of older adults are deficient in, and that's directly linked to weak muscles and poor balance. Third, canned salmon with bones delivers over 1,200 milliliters of highly absorbable calcium, which your muscles need for every contraction. And fourth, it contains astaxanthin, a rare antioxidant that protects muscle cells from oxidative stress, one of the silent drivers of age-related muscle loss. Take Eleanor, 68. She hated cooking fish, too much mess, too much smell. But her daughter, a dietitian, showed her how to mash 1 can of salmon with a spoonful of cottage cheese and a squeeze of lemon. It took 2 minutes. She spread it on crackers and ate it for lunch. Within a month, Eleanor noticed she didn't get as sore from walking. Her hands felt stronger, and her doctor said her bone density had improved for the first time in years. A 2011 study in clinical nutrition found that older adults who consumed omega-3s daily had significantly increased muscle protein synthesis even without changing their activity levels. Another study showed that vitamin D alone could improve muscle strength by up to 20% in deficient seniors. So how should you use it? Look for wild-caught canned salmon with bones. Those soft edible bones are where the calcium lives. Mash it with cottage cheese or Greek yogurt for a protein-packed spread. Add it to whole grain toast, mix it into a salad, or stir it into warm rice with herbs and olive oil. At just around $3 a can, canned salmon gives you protein, vitamin D, calcium, omega-3s, and antioxidants all in one serving. It's not just a pantry backup. It's a daily ally in your fight for strength, balance, and independence. Number 4 is chicken hearts. They're small, cheap, and usually passed over at the butcher's counter. But after 60, chicken hearts may be one of the most valuable foods you can eat to restore energy, improve strength, and sharpen your coordination, all for less than $2 a pound. These little organs are packed with 3 critical nutrients, CoQ10, taurine, and vitamin B12. Together, they work like a team inside your body to help muscles function properly. CoQ10 is what your cells use to make energy, literally. As you age, your body naturally produces less of it, which can lead to fatigue, slower recovery, and weaker muscle contractions. Taurine helps regulate calcium inside your muscle cells, ensuring each contraction is smooth and powerful while reducing inflammation. And vitamin B12. It's the key to communication, allowing your brain to send signals to your muscles so they respond quickly and accurately. Without enough B12, even healthy muscle tissue can feel slow and clumsy. Robert, 73, experienced this firsthand. Once a lively retiree who enjoyed gardening, he suddenly found himself winded after just a few steps. His grip weakened, and daily chores became exhausting. His doctor considered B12 injections, but Robert wanted to try food first. That's when his niece, a culinary student, showed him how to cook chicken hearts lightly sautéed with garlic and rosemary. He started eating them twice a week. Within just a few weeks, Robert noticed a real difference. He had more energy throughout the day, could walk farther without stopping, and even regained confidence in his hands. No pills, no powders, just smart food. A study published in Biofactors found that CoQ10 supplementation significantly improved physical performance in older adults. But why take a $40 bottle when a bowl of chicken hearts gives you more naturally? Add to that the taurine and B12 and it becomes clear this is a muscle and energy powerhouse disguised as an unwanted cut of meat. To use it, simply rinse and trim the hearts, then pan-fry them with olive oil, onion, garlic, and herbs. They cook fast, under 10 minutes, and pair well with brown rice or steamed greens. Just 2 small servings a week can support energy, coordination, and resilience. So the next time you pass the odd meat section in the store, don't walk past, pick up what your muscles have been waiting for. It's one of the cheapest foods in the grocery store and also one of the most misunderstood. Many older adults avoid chicken liver because of its strong flavor or bad reputation. But behind that dark color lies a nutritional goldmine that can help your muscles absorb and actually use the protein you eat, something that becomes harder with age. Chicken liver is incredibly rich in active vitamin A, retinol, folate, heme, iron, and powerful detox enzymes like cytochrome P450. Why does this matter? Because after 60, your liver becomes less efficient at metabolizing nutrients. If your liver is sluggish, you can eat all the protein you want, but your muscles won't fully benefit from it. Vitamin A helps turn dietary protein into usable tissue. Folate helps your body build new cells, including muscle cells, and lowers inflammation by reducing homocysteine levels, which rise with age and contribute to muscle breakdown. And heme iron keeps your blood oxygen-rich, ensuring your muscles get the fuel they need to perform. Let's take Martha, 75. She was eating more protein than ever, shakes, eggs, even chicken breast, but she still felt weak and slow. Her legs felt heavy, and her doctor suggested she try more exercise. Instead, Martha made a small change. She started eating chicken liver once a week, lightly cooked with butter and onions. Within a month, her energy improved. Her skin looked healthier, and her workouts started working. She wasn't just eating protein, her body was finally using it. Scientific evidence backs this up. A study published in Nutrients found that low levels of vitamin A and folate were strongly associated with decreased muscle strength and impaired recovery in older adults. And unlike plant-based sources, the vitamin A in chicken liver is in its active form, meaning your body doesn't have to convert it. It absorbs and uses it immediately. So how do you cook it right? The key is in the prep. Soak the liver in milk for 30-60 minutes before cooking to reduce bitterness. Then sauté it with a little butter, onions, and garlic. Don't overcook. It should be tender and slightly pink inside. Pair it with rice or root vegetables, and you've got a high-protein, vitamin-rich meal for under $1 per serving. For many people, chicken liver is a food they swore they'd never eat again. But if your muscles aren't responding the way they used to, it may be exactly what your body has been missing. Number 2 is sardines. When it comes to muscle strength, most people focus on protein. But few realize that behind the scenes, your cells are doing the heavy lifting, and without the right support, those cells can't keep up. That's where sardines come in. These small fish may look simple, but they offer something rare. A complete package of omega-3s, selenium, calcium, vitamin D, and nucleotides, the very molecules your body uses to rebuild and repair muscle tissue at the cellular level. After 60, your ability to produce new muscle cells slows dramatically. And when your cells are inflamed or undernourished, your muscles become stiff, sore, and slow to recover. Sardines contain omega-3 fatty acids in the perfect ratio to calm inflammation and increase your muscles' sensitivity to protein, making every bite of food work harder. They're also one of the few natural sources of nucleotides, the literal building blocks of DNA and RNA, which your body needs to generate new muscle cells. Add to that selenium, which supports your thyroid and metabolism, and calcium and vitamin D, which are essential for strength and stability, and you've got a fish that's doing far more than just filling you up. This was a game changer for Louis, 70. He wasn't eating poorly, but his recovery was slow. He'd feel sore for days after simple yard work. A friend suggested sardines, and Louis gave it a try. One can mashed with avocado and lemon spread over rye toast. After 3 weeks of adding sardines to lunch every other day, he noticed his joints didn't ache as much, and he bounced back faster after movement. For the first time in years, he felt like his muscles were working with him, not against him. Research agrees. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that omega-3 fatty acid intake significantly enhanced muscle protein synthesis in older adults, even without exercise. Another study showed that nucleotides play a direct role in muscle repair, especially when combined with resistance activity or physical stress. The best part, sardines require zero prep. Just open the can, preferably one packed in olive oil, and eat them with whole grain crackers chopped into salad or mashed into a spread with herbs and lemon juice. And don't skip the bones, they're soft, safe to eat, and packed with bioavailable calcium. If your muscles feel slow to recover or you're battling stiffness, sardines might be the one food that helps rebuild your strength from the inside out, starting with your cells. Number 1 is lentils. When we talk about building muscle after 60, most people think of meat, eggs, or protein shakes. But almost no one thinks of lentils. Yet this humble legume may be the key to rebuilding strength on a tight budget, especially when you know how to combine it right. Lentils are rich in plant-based protein, iron, and folate, a B vitamin your body uses to produce new cells, including muscle cells. They also contain resistant starch, a unique carbohydrate that feeds your gut bacteria and reduces inflammation throughout the body. That's important because when inflammation is high, your muscles struggle to recover, no matter how much protein you eat. But lentils alone don't provide all the amino acids your body needs. That's why the secret lies in the combination. When you eat lentils with whole grains like rice or bread, the amino acid profiles complete each other, creating a complete protein your muscles can actually use. Top that with a fried or poached egg, and you've got a dish that delivers high-quality protein, iron, leucine, and inflammation-fighting compounds, all for under $2 a plate. David, 68, had been eating fairly well, plenty of chicken and vegetables, but he still felt low on energy, especially in his legs. At a routine checkup, his doctor noted borderline iron levels and suggested more red meat or supplements. But instead, David's wife started preparing a simple lunch of lentils and brown rice 3 times a week. Just that one change. After about a month, he noticed he could walk longer without feeling winded, and his afternoon fatigue had eased. Scientific research confirms this. A 2021 study in Nutrients found that older adults who regularly consumed properly combined plant proteins maintained muscle mass just as effectively as those who ate meat daily, especially when paired with anti-inflammatory foods. And when lentils are eaten alongside vitamin C-rich foods like tomatoes or peppers, iron absorption increases up to 4 times, helping combat one of the most common hidden causes of fatigue: low iron. Cooking lentils is easy. Simmer with garlic, onion, and a bit of salt until soft. Serve over rice, top with an egg or a spoon of cottage cheese, and add some fresh veggies on the side. It's not just filling, it's quietly repairing your muscles, cell by cell. You don't need expensive powders to fight muscle loss. You just need to know how to unlock the power of the foods you already have, starting with a scoop of lentils. So we've just explored 8 affordable foods that don't just feed your stomach, they rebuild your strength one bite at a time. These aren't exotic superfoods or expensive powders. They're simple, everyday ingredients that help reverse muscle loss, support recovery, and bring energy back into your life after 60. If you've ever felt like your legs were giving up, or your body just isn't bouncing back like it used to, then these foods can make a real difference. And the best things, they're within reach, right in your local store, right in your kitchen. In the next video, I'll show you one specific plant, easy to find, easy to use, that helps your muscles recover faster, especially after the age of 60. It supports healing, reduces soreness, and gives your body the signal to rebuild instead of break down. I promise this is something you don't want to miss. If this video meant something to you, consider subscribing. Your future self will thank you. Thanks for watching.